Hello, this is Mrs. Himes, and today we are going to learn about narration and ASL. This is, again, narration and ASL. This is Concept 1 in relation to ASL2 Mission 3A. The notes for this lesson, the Cornell notes for this lesson, go on page 43R in your interactive notebook. Don't forget to write your summary sentences as well as any questions you have, but those questions go on 43L. Our discussion day is Tuesday, December 4th, so students should come to class already viewed this video, taken your notes, and be ready to discuss narration in ASL on Tuesday, December 4th. This is Mission 3A, Concept 1, Narration. What is narration, especially when it relates to ASL? It is a recital of events in chronological order. Recital means a telling of events, and in chronological order means in the order that it happened. So first this happened, and then you're going to explain second this happened. Narration would not be telling the end result and then jumping around in the story. No, chronological order and narration includes you have to do it in the order that it occurs. You have to tell the story, tell the events in the order that it occurred. Usually it is in story form. Story. All right, narratives usually include three main parts. Again, we're speaking primarily on ASL narratives. The introduction, the main body, and the closing, also called the conclusion. Let's focus on introduction. The introduction part of the narrative tells the topic. It also provides necessary background information, and it creates a context for the information to follow. Here are some examples. The English translation is, "Let me tell you what happened yesterday." The English translation is, "My mom has an interesting life. Let me explain." The English translation is, "What happened at the party last night, I'm going to let you know." All right, the second part is the main body. This is the meat of the narrative. All right, it includes one event or a series of events sequenced in chronological order. There comes that word again, chronological. It has to happen in the order, the time order that the event actually occurred. All right, so it can be one really long event that can make up the main body, or it could be multiple events making up the main body. And they're all put together in the main body in order. You're not going to see jumping around. And the closing, that's the last part. It's also called the conclusion. It can either be a summary, summarizing what you just talked about in the main body. It could be an evaluation. This is what I've learned. This is what it taught me. Or it could be a statement of the current situation or future plans. Now I'm going to do this. Or, but life is different now. Let's look at some examples. The English translation, "That's the reason that I'm mad." English translation, "Now my mom is enjoying life." English translation, "I won't be going to parties alone." All right, that concludes our lesson on Concept 1, narration or narratives. The discussion day, as I mentioned before, is Tuesday, December 4th. You should come to class already with these notes on 43R in your notebook. Any questions you have or any questions you think others will have, you should write down on 43L. Don't forget to submit your summary sentences in your online WISC, as well as any questions you have on your online WISC as well. And the bell work for December 4th, that Tuesday discussion day, is to write a narrative about your life. Include and label the 3 main parts, which in review is introduction, main body, and closing or conclusion. That concludes our lesson.